What's up guys, in this video I want to go over a brand new build for Mara that I'm calling the Ice Queen build. This build is all around cryo and it is literally going to let you freeze everything on the battlefield. This build is very good for Mayhem 4. It can solo pretty much every Mayhem 4 activity in the game and it is super fun to play as you just freeze everything on the map. So getting into the gear, I'm going to be using a Mackie right here that on axe skill and I get 25% bonus critical hit damage. This is really good because since you're freezing enemies, they're going to be sitting still in the first place. You're going to be doing more critical hit damage to the enemy. Next, I'm using the Crossroad right here. This is just a very good weapon to freeze enemies over and over again. It shoots out 3 bullets and you freeze pretty much anything after 2 to 3 bursts. It's crazy how efficient it is. Next, I'm using a Cryo Ion Cannon right here. Action skill in, weapon status, effect and damage decreased with 75%. So if this thing doesn't kill anything, you pretty much just freeze the enemy instantly. It can freeze bosses instantly. It's really good. Then I'm using a Stalker right here. You actually can't get this gun anymore. It was a Bloody Harvest item, so to farm this you really can't get it anymore. But what this does is basically a 3-round burst sniper rifle that has really high cryo efficiency. You can freeze stuff like in 1 maybe 2 bursts. You can freeze everything. So for shields right here, I'm using a Transformer and axe skill, like 20% my axe cooldown rate, which is going to pair really well with all their other guns because of all the benefits we get from them. Then I have a Hex Grenade right here. It's also cryo, which is really good, but then on axe skill I get 50% more cryo damage. So I am going to be giving my Mackie cryo damage, which is really good, and all the other guns getting more cryo damage. Right here I have a Phase Zerker, so every time I pop my action skill, I get my stacks maxed out, so I can get more cooldown rate and more weapon damage. This is also going to help with another skill, which I'm going to get into when I go over the skills. And then for the artifact, I'm using the Icebreaker Victory Rush. I just have a Victory Rush version. The main thing you want is Icebreaker, so you get bonus damage versus frozen enemies, and you get 50% more cryo efficiency, so you freeze enemies a lot more easier. So with all this compared together, freezing enemies is going to be super easy, and then you're going to do an insane amount of damage to them as they're frozen if you haven't killed them already. Now, one thing I want to mention really quick is if you have like a Maggie right here that when you're terrified, you get 50% bonus cryo damage. Then if you have like a shield or grenade to apply terror to yourself every action skill in, this can actually double your cryo damage with the Maggie, but you don't really need it. And also playing with terror is kind of just annoying. So that's why I opted to not use that. And I also don't want to have the anoints being super strong in this build. I just wanted to show that you can actually get by without having to have strong anoints in the game. But anyway, let's get right into the skills. So for the skill tree, we're going to be using Mystical Assault and Fist of Elements. So getting right into it, I have 3 points of fast hands to get more reload speed, more weapon swap speed, and more mode switch speed. 1 point in do harm right here just to keep my stacks up. I have 5 points of Violent Tapestry right here, and this is what is going to be really good because I get 3.9% effect chance per stack, and with Phase Zerker giving me max stacks every time I pop my action skill, I'm getting a lot of status effect chance, which is going to help really well with cryo because you can freeze enemies really fast. This is obviously going to get better as I keep popping action skills, which we should be doing 24/7. So I basically can just freeze everybody at all times. So I have 5 points of Restless right here. It's going to help us get our action skill back, 25% cooldown rate, which is really good. 3 points of Transcend right here. So every time I pop my action skill, I'm getting more critical hit damage and accuracy. 1 point right here in Alacrity just to get to the bottom. I'm not really using this at all. 1 point in Ascend right here to buff Stillness of Mind. 3 points in Wrath right here. So I get more gun damage every time I pop my action skill and more just gun damage in general. This is going to pair really well because like I said, we're going to pop an action skill a lot with this build. 3 points in Awakening right here, so I can buff Violent Tapestry about 30%. It's also buffing Alacrity by a little bit, but that's kind of whatever. Then I have 1 point in Avatar, so I can get more rush stacks and I can pop my action skill twice before cooldown. This is really good because you pop your axe skill twice, you're gonna have a lot of stacks, you're getting a lot of cooldown rate, you're getting a lot of cryo effect chance, you're getting a lot of damage, and Avatar is just a super good skill. Alright, so going into the next skill tree, I have 5 points Anima right here, which is also getting buffed by the class mod. So the status effect lasts longer on the enemy, so they stay frozen for longer. But you don't really need this if you don't want it, because half the time you kill stuff instantly anyway. They don't really need to be frozen for a long time. But if it's a tanky enemy that you freeze, they stay frozen. This will help really well for getting your critical hits. I have 3 points right here in Steady Hands, just to have better handling and accuracy. 5 points of Tempest to get more elemental damage. I'm not even taking advantage of the shock, because this is It's pure cryo, so literally this is all I'm using, and I have kinetic on the Maggie. 2 points in Wildfire right here, just get down on the bottom. I have 1 point in Dread, so every time I phase lock enemy, I'm doing 50% more damage, and my guns are reloaded. 1 point in Deep Well to get more magazine size on elemental weapons, which 3 of my guns are elemental, so this is really helping out a lot. 3 points Indiscriminate right here to ricochet bullets. This is really good because the cryo can start spreading over places, and you can start freezing people that you're not even shooting at, so the whole battlefield can just be frozen. Then I have 2 points right here in Sustainment just to get health back when I shoot an enemy with elemental gun damage, and we'll be doing a lot of that, especially with the crossroads. This is really good. You can heal up really quick. So there's going to be some gameplay in the background as I just generally talk about the build. So this build is very good. If you want to have a fun build where you just freeze everything on the battlefield, you can definitely do that. At some point, you'll pop your phase lock and shoot at one enemy, and then everything dies because of ties that bind. But when you look around at everybody, it's also frozen. Like, you freeze everything. It's crazy. This is why I've called it the Ice Queen build. So obviously this build is going to like struggle against people that are resistant to cryo damage, but if you have the Maggie, it's still super good. Just to hit your criticals with it, with the skills that you have, it's still going to be super good. So having something that is immune to cryo isn't that big of a deal, but I would definitely recommend carrying something with you that can take on cryo immune enemies just in case. But the Maggie should be able to handle pretty well. But yeah, this build is really good for Mayhem 4. You can take on pretty much anything. If you're doing the takedown, I would definitely recommend using some corrosive stuff, because cryo is not going to be the strongest there, but it definitely can put in work. But if you want to have an easy time, I would definitely say use stuff that is intended, that's supposed to be used for that activity. But going through just general areas to play, this build is definitely very good. But like I said, going to certain boss fights, you probably want to switch to something that can actually help take down the boss and whatever it's resisted to. But for general mobbing, this build is insanely fun. It's always cool to see everything freeze and have everybody stand still. Super easy to hit. Your targets are frozen. You're shooting the enemies, easy crits. Those ricocheting, freezing to other enemies. Then you can walk over them, shoot them. It's insanely good for crowd control, and I would definitely recommend playing with this build. So Zane is now not the only person who has a cryo build. We now have a Mars cryo build, and what makes it so good is her Violent Tapestry skill, because it lets you freeze enemies so quick. It's honestly crazy, because the satisfact chance is just so high. You can just freeze everything. But that's going to do all for me, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.